Hi, I'm Daria Fissoun, and today I'll be taking you through the Gamut tool in OmniScope. The Gamut Scope is a pro version feature that helps you monitor your video signal, ensuring all pixels are within a specified gamut range. Use this tool to verify that your color management is correctly set up, and to quickly address oversaturated elements when performing a trim pass. Pixels that are within gamut range will be rendered in grayscale. Pixels that are near the gamut limit will appear orange, and pixels that exceed the gamut range will appear red. Use global and secondary adjustment controls to reduce saturation in problem areas. Pair the Gamut scope with the CIE plot graph for more refined results. In the CIE plot settings, enable Gamut Error Check, set your gamut limit, and disable Colorize for easier visibility of the out-of-gamut values. The resulting graph will clearly display hue intensities, allowing you to target specific colors during correction. Drag in the gamut or source viewer to review a section of the frame across all scopes. Hold Shift and drag to keep the selection in place until your next click. Right-click in the Gamut scope to bring up the contextual menu. Here, you can change the gamut limit to see where gamut issues might arise when outputting in other color spaces. You can also change the scope mode to brightness to verify that the image will not appear blown out in your designated monitor. Specify the brightness threshold by right-clicking in the scope and choosing Settings. Set the threshold for the brightness warning overlay in Nit Values. Looking back to the gamut warning overlay, you have the same controls as the contextual menu, with the added option to show or hide the gamut limit name overlay. Right-click to reset settings. There are a few other ways of monitoring the gamut in your video signal. In the QC menu, enable Gamut Check to get a statistical analysis of your image. When enabled, it will detect whether the input signal is YCBCR or RGB and flag it if the signal is out of legal range. By the way, when the source signal is YCBCR, this feature will not only check the YCBCR range, but also the resulting RGB signal after the conversion. This is because a valid YCBCR signal can still produce an invalid or out-of-gamut RGB signal due to being a bigger color space. The settings in the Gamut Check window allow you to define your preferred and expected minimum and maximum values. The legal threshold is the percentage of pixels that are out of gamut. According to SMPTE specifications, up to 1% of pixels are permitted to be illegal, which is why Gamut Check only flags the signal when more than 1% of pixels are affected. Use the Logger window for real-time reports based on these predefined thresholds. Launch error logging from the Scopes menu. Right-click in the window and choose Start Logging. The error logger will report timecode instances in which values fall outside the legal gamut ranges defined in the Gamut Check. I hope you found this video informative. If you'd like to know more, check out the video description for a link to the official documentation on the Time in Pixels website. And consider liking this video and subscribing to be informed of future videos and OmniScope announcements.